All right, everybody, we're live.
We're live, Conrad.
Hey. Welcome to my world. I've been back on the Jeff Jarrett train, everybody. Hearing all the stories on the road. Anyways, we're back. I'm Ethan. This is Baker. We haven't done a stream in a long time. But, AEW is just killing it right now. So I figure we come on here and talk about our love. Cortland, hey. Jordan, hey.
I think they had a 3,400 in the building last night. Wednesday night.
That's a good number for recent times.
It's average for recent times. I heard a year-over-year ticket breakdown where on average year-over-year they're down 1,000 from last year and down 1,000 the year before that. But let's hit the mic there. Let's keep going. My bad. I'm derailing already.
That's all right. That's what we're known for. We may as well add that to our list of nicknames. That can be me and your name when we do a show, the Derailers. Even though we're not the one who derails, it's normally Mike.
Damn, I'm calling him out and he's not even here. He's not even going to be in the chat.
I'll call somebody else out. I ain't heard from Cara since the last stream. I even shot a text. And I said, hey, we're doing a prediction show. Want to come up? Delivered. Well, Jordan's over here talking about liking Dynamite this week. Let's just talk about that real quick. I think we all feel the same pretty much, right?
Oh, yeah. Much better Dynamite than it has been. I didn't hang my head in fucking shame like I did the week prior at Samoa Joe vacating the TV title for absolutely no reason. I don't really understand that at all. Yeah, so that didn't happen this week.
He had a squash this week against Serpentico or John Cruz or whatever, right?
Hey, don't unmask him, buddy. Come on now.
No, I'm not unmasking. I just got the two mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Similar builds. But yeah, that Samoa Joe shit. This was the first Dynamite I've watched live in a month or more. But it was great. I didn't watch the MJF segment, and that's me being petty or not. But not even me being petty. I just didn't care to watch it. I went to sleep. But the whole show, other than that I saw, was great. I mean, the Hangman Swerve segment, great. The little opening tag. Mox's promo. I love what they're doing with Mox Orange Cassidy this go around. I was wondering, I wanted them to do something. Like, I'm going to care because I like both of them, but still, that's bias. I wanted there to be something to make it, because last match it was just, they're fighting for this. Mox is this and Orange Cassidy's this. Now it's like Orange Cassidy's scared and can't do nothing to knock this dude down. So I think, but then it's like, what are they going to do at this pay-per-view? Not to jump ahead to talking about this match, but like Orange bled his goddamn ass off at the pay-per-view. Like last time, there's no stiff on this. I don't doubt them, but like I'm curious what they're going to do to make this top that last match.
Yeah, that's a tough call because I wish I knew the time on that last one, but like you would almost call their last match like a prolonged squash. I mean, Mox just killed him, so it's not like you go in there and just do like a shorter version of that or something. So that's yeah, I don't know, but like I also don't doubt these two. So
not at all.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess we'll just get right into talking about this pay-per-view. Baker, you're watching it live, right?
Yeah.
I wish I was. I'll be working tomorrow, but that's the thing. I'm really excited for the card, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at it here. I mean, there's honestly, it's pretty good. They didn't overdo it. 8 matches on the main card?
Yeah.
And everything's got reasonably good build. There's one match that I feel like I don't know how much juice is really behind it, but anyways, on the pre-show, we got MJF and a mystery partner going against the Guns. MJF's defending the ROH tag team titles because As we know, our friend Adam is out hurt at home, not shaving his beard. So MJF has a partner here, and to everybody listening, like I said, this Dynamite was kind of my catch up week, so there's some stuff I've missed. But he's gonna have a surprise partner, right? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Well,
said that he's got somebody.
nah, he didn't even really mention a partner at all.
So I wonder if that's even a
you,
significant. I don't know.
well, I mean, Joe has been like in the background the whole time, been being like, after the Acclaimed were attacked last week, he was like, "Hey, champ, looks like you're running out of people." And then at the very end of the show this week, when MJF was laid out by the Bullet Club Gold, Joe was watching him in the monitor in the back, and Joe also, what did Joe? He cut a promo, I think, on MJF too, and it was during Joe's promo. That was the only time the Devil actually showed up on the show, so he just had a little cut in there. So I was kind of surprised they didn't do anything with that in the main. But yeah, I guess it'll be Joe.
That makes sense.
But then you ask like, the guns are fine. What's to be bored about? I don't know.
So the guns don't win this though, right?
Oh fuck no. Well, okay. So like that's when you look at this thing with Joe and you go, because Joe's angle on this is if MJF agrees to team with him, Joe gets a title match, and like that's Joe's stip on it. And so Joe could just go in there, they start the match, you pull the flare on Sting, and you do a 3-on-1 beatdown, and the guns pin him. So you could do that, and I think that would make sense. I think that would make a lot of sense, and I also think I need to see MJF eat a little more shit.
Yes,
that'd be nice.
Please. So yeah, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take the stance that the guns are gonna win, because it also. Oh, look at this here now. Guns up, don't shoot.
But MJF also squashed the Righteous in about 9.5 minutes on the what was that, the Wrestle Dream pre-show by himself. So
he did, huh?
Could just do that.
I mean, maybe this is me fantasizing about what I really want, but I think I'm gonna. Remember, I'm not gonna spoil it yet, but I think MJF drops these belts here. I mean, and that's the only pre-show match, right?
So far, I could see them based on the finish to that opening tag on Dynamite, Wheeler pinning Hook. Maybe we get Wheeler Hook here, or maybe we do that further down the road. I don't know.
Because as we sit here, it's 10 minutes till Collision goes live. That's why we're trying to get this in. I mean, we're not going to rush it, but we're trying to get as much of it in before that show goes live as we can. So I'm thinking they'll probably add some buy-in or whatever matches tonight on Collision.
Yeah, otherwise it'll just be RJ City and Renee and them just talking and goofing.
Paul White, Buckshot Jones.
He will not be there, brother. He is dead.
Powerhouse. Honestly, he might be. He might not be able to walk, in all honesty. He already can barely go.
Yeah, I'm worried.
I mean, I'm telling you, just watching him operate as a human being scares the hell out of me. And now he's being thrown. I wish I could have seen them waiting for that camera shot to come up. Like how are they? Is he just like, all
right, brother?
Oh, that's so good. What if Hobbs would have really put into it and just chunked his ass off of the thing?
He barely got him up, man. What are you talking about? That almost went so bad.
What if he'd have tipped him backwards? What was he standing on?
Some
I
platform.
can't even remember. One of those pre-set up platforms that we all fall in casually.
And I don't know if you noticed, but when Jericho and them were they did their little cool guy entrance in the suits at the beginning of the show. Jericho like tapped that car on the way in. He was like, "Hey guys, foreshadowing."
The Golden Jet. What was their full name? The Golden Jet Setters or something?
No, their team was the Golden Dragons of Dojima for Wednesday night.
Seeing that unit walk in backstage, I'm glad they took the time to film that little shot, because that's like, I was like, is this Evolution? Like, what is this? I just heard Evolution is a mystery in the Big Show theme voice, not even Lemmy.
Mark Jindrak was
Evolution. Who was Mark Jindrak in that group last night? Kenny. Isn't Mark Jindrak Canadian as well?
Probably.
And then you had Triple H was Jericho, I reckon. Kota Ibushi was Randy Orton.
Wait, how is Triple H? How is he not Flair? How is Jericho not Flair?
Oh yeah, Jericho is Flair, but then that makes
shows Triple H.
I see a line in the sand. All right, on to the main show. I'm looking at the Wikipedia card. I don't know if this is in order. I mean, no one knows what order the card's going to be in. But
yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Okay, perfect. You got Hikaru Shida defending the AEW Women's Championship against Timeless Toni Storm, in parentheses, with Luther. Luther's paired up with her ass now? I've missed that.
Yeah, he's in their little vignettes. He's like her butler, I guess.
My God. What's your opinion on this?
This is all fucking horse shit. I want it off my TV. So I heard a theory on Voices of Wrestling that this match is probably going to be in black and white, because all her vignettes are in black and white. And like, so I don't know. Did you, the Mariah May backstage thing was on Dynamite this week, right? So like they opened, that was last week? Well, no, when she went to Toni Storm, that was this week, right?
Oh, that was this week, yeah.
So like they open the door, it's black and white. Everything else is in color. I feel like that is probably what's going to happen. And we are like, in my opinion, kind of jumping the fucking shark here. Like, we need to reevaluate what we are doing. Because this was a wrestling company at one point, and it's getting real WWE in this bitch.
I was going to say, this is the match that I'm at least looking forward to on here. And I hated saying that, but I'm glad that I'm not glad that it's as shitty as I thought it was in my head. It's honestly even worse. Who wins? Are they going to give this shit to Toni Storm? Man?
Well, yeah, because like...
And then Mariah, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough, okay.
And also, like, I'm not trying to disparage either of like the people involved in this match either. Like, they are both good wrestlers, and I think Toni is a great wrestler, and she doesn't need to do this. And
not at all.
And I think like it's like she sees these things that like Max is doing with like all his goofy bullshit, all the Crocodile Dundee stuff with Cole when they were like building up their tag team and like going to the restaurants, all that pre-tape garbage. And she's like, oh, let me find some goofy thing. Her and RJ are like, oh, we're so funny.
Well, you know who everybody blames for all this?
Oh, Jimmy, of course.
Jim. And now that we're talking about this, have you seen Eddie Kingston's promo from Ring of Honor last night?
I heard something about it, but no, I didn't see it.
He basically is laying on the ground and he's like, and now it's time for me to do this backstage interview. And he's like, to be honest, all I want to say type thing is I'm the only real world champion right now because other world champions get 8 or 9 segments to do their hokey shit essentially, while me and Orange Cassidy and even Mox, you know what I mean? And then you sit here and you look at the last few weeks of Dynamites and you look at what gets all the time, you know. You know what I mean? Like Mox and Eddie. And my Eddie's not even on the damn shit. And Orange and Mox always getting that opening slot and get their little moment. But you know what I mean? The show is based around this hokey bullshit now. You know what I mean? It's all MJFs and Timeless Tony Storm. And that's probably, you know, because all I know is I've lost interest. And I haven't cared enough to sit here and analyze why. But, you know, when I see people like I'll you know, Robert, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who kind of brought it up, you know. He was like, he's on the fucking Jimmy Jacobs blame train as well. And he's like, if you notice, you know, Mox or OC or Eddie, you know, they get backstage interview. You know, I mean, MJF's the only ones getting that prime time real estate in ring promo drawn out shit is the fucking Jimmy Jacobs that ruined it. You know, what was it? Impact he was at that everybody shits on him for fucking up.
Oh, I don't know.
There was some other company he worked for before he ended. No, it was WWE. It was NXT or something. I don't know. He worked for them, and then you know, but I don't watch WWE except for the best matches of the year at the end of the year. But you know, fuck Jimmy Jacobs, and he's a fucking Drake Wirtz guy. So what can we really do about the fuck? We should have had him be done in 2008 when he hung from that ring in Ring of Honor.
See you.
Anyways, anyone who hadn't seen that promo, definitely watch it. It's very good and makes me feel like us as fans aren't the only ones that are a little, you know, disgruntled with things. I mean, whether or not that's a shoot or it's a fucking work and they're gonna do an Eddie Kingston MJF thing. I'm basically pulling up Collision in the background so I can see if something happens, but muting it so we don't get copyright written. So, anything else on that match? Are you ready to move forward?
Nah, we can go on. Do you think Tony's winning too?
Yeah. I kind of just thought it out as we talked about it because I haven't really thought about it much, but I think so. And now we got this, which is this will be a fun little joint. Sting, Darby, Adam Copeland with Ric Flair. Why? Seeing Adam Copeland with Ric Flair, all I think of is the live sex celebration. Whenever Rick ran out there and wanted to fuck Lita and all that, and was hoo-hee-ha. I just seeing those two names together is the first thing I thought of. Or either when Edge hit the concerto and busted Flair's white ass wide open.
It all could have ended there, buddy.
It could have. We could have stopped right then and there. 2006 was a good year. Sort of. Facing Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nicholas Wayne. I mean, Christian and Darby had an amazing match. It was at Wrestle Dream, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Adam Copeland is trying his best. Since jumping over, he's trying not to get mad that there's only 2,000 people looking at him. He's trying to do new things. And they're putting him in main events with Luchasaurus like Adam Copeland's ever been the type worker. Never mind, I'm going to stop shitting. I like Adam Copeland just fine. But I don't know, man. This match will be good. I think there's elements in it that will be good, and I think Christian Cage and Darby will be the glue to this. What are your thoughts on this? And who's going to win? I need to think on it. So you tell me what you think of the match, and I'm going to think on this.
I just hope Sting goes through a table. I think that'll be that's always a good time. Mm-hmm. Sting's loved his table bumps. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's even really what's the point here? I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been watching Collision, but like things haven't really been, because this is mainly a Collision feud. And it's just not really sticking with me, you know? Uh, Probably just have Nick Wayne take a pin here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you don't want to have Sting because Sting is still undefeated, and it feels like you have
Yeah.
Sting go undefeated until his last match.
That
So
makes sense.
fuck it, let's
So
Sting
yeah, I
pin
guess.
Nick Wayne.
Yeah, the baby faces get the win back here. That's it. That's what we're doing here. That you just helped me figure out what I think is going to happen. Here comes
Yeah,
Christian on Collision right now.
whose dad's dead today?
Start looking in the obituaries for Lexington, South Carolina. He's coming out with the entourage here. Damn, Luchasaurus looks more and more like a road warrior. Those damn shoulders things he's got on.
All right, I got it in the second window over here.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that's an easy one, I'd say. You know, get the win back. I don't know, man. I mean, I do think it's cool, for all things about Ric Flair. I do think it's pretty cool that, we're going to have another little Ric Flair Sting moment there. There's cool little things about this. So
Flair
it'll
should
be
take a
fun.
bump here, because
Oh,
there
yeah, he
was
should
that little release where he was
run the
like
razor.
he's cleared to take bumps.
He needs to run the fucking razor.
Run the
Run
razor
that
like a
damn
riser.
razor. Ooh, run it. So yeah, all risers run razors, but at certain times of the month, in certain settings, we raise and we raise. All right, Law. God, Tony Schiavone's on my screen, and I love that.
That man
I'm
look
gonna
like
tell
a
you, man,
fucking leprechaun right now.
his voice is ASMR to me. Like when I'm on my lunch break at work, I eat my Chick-fil-A and I listen to Tony and Jeff Jarrett's voices, and they make me feel at home. It's like I'm at home watching WCW.
So for Tony, are you listening to AEW Unrestricted or what?
Oh no, the Conrad Thompson pod.
Oh, Tony's on that too?
Tony's got his What Happened When with Tony Schiavone.
Okay.
And it's all WCW related because I'm just horny for that lately for whatever reason. Anyways, it's funny that we were talking about that and that's what starts Collision. Maybe they're booking this show around our show. I don't know. Next we have Orange Cassidy and John Moxley, which we talked a little bit about earlier. Not to spoil the year-end awards that we're probably going to do in some form or fashion, but to be brutally honest, I currently have Orange Cassidy and Mox's first match as my match of the year right now. And so this rematch is, as we talked about, that we were live when we talked about that, weren't we? I think so. We were talking earlier about it, and I was just trying to figure out how this match is going to go. I have faith in them to somehow top it or at least live up to it. I just think it's going to be different. I think they have in mind a way to make this different, and they set the groundwork for that on Dynamite, and I'm excited to see because these are two guys who don't lay that type of everything they do means something. So I know they'll follow up on it. Who wins? Oh man, this is hard for me. I don't know. Was it hard for you to pick somebody on this?
No, I think it's like Moxley said, it's a course correction. Moxley wasn't supposed to lose the title to Phoenix. He called an audible in that match. He probably would have gotten it back from Phoenix if Phoenix wasn't hurt. So it kind of just feels like, Orange, because like Orange Cassidy, after he lost to Moxley, it kind of seemed like one of those things where you take him off TV for a while, and then when you bring him back, he's going after like the world title. But
Definitely.
because of the thing with Moxley, well, shit, I think it might have even been like a week before that. Like they brought him back to TV like almost immediately, and it was kind of like that's a little strange, especially if like the whole lead up to that Moxley match was like this man is broken. He is a broken fuck, and it's almost like that's completely forgotten about too. But he hasn't taken any time off, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just think it goes back to Moxley here. That's at least that's what I would do. It's what I want to see because I mean, having a Moxley match every week is what I need on TV. Okay, that's the vibe that I need on my Dynamite.
And Orange had his time with it. So, yeah, Mox
Yeah.
gets it back. Orange takes some time off, but good Lord, Mox might kill him this time.
I hope so.
Or maybe, honestly, what if this is a quick one? What if we literally just see a Punk-type match situation? Orange tries everything, Mox eats it and fucking kills him in under 5.
I think
wouldn't
it'd be
hate it.
sick. I think it'd be sick.
I would not hate it because, in theory, why should Orange go that long against Mox again when Orange hasn't had no time off and was already broken and fucked?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. That's my prediction. 5-minute match. Mox squashes him, and we course correct to end our year. Mox leaves the year with a title and the Wrestler of the Year award.
Well, I don't know. For this promotion,
Who you got in general?
it's probably Osprey, buddy.
We're going to have an interesting year in the awards category. We'll save that for another time when we got some water to put out the fires. We start with one another. And I want to add more dynamics to the match. Christian's still talking. I can't hear him.
Buddy, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, good grief.
He's going on and on. Looks like the crowd's chewing him up. Damn, that beard, he must have colored that shit.
At least he knows how to get some heat.
Yeah, something some of these fucks don't know how to do. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right.
I mean, that Dynamite was dead this week, dude. Well, they got up for like the Young Bucks match, and actually, we'll get into some of this that stuff. What was our next match here?
Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland in a Texas Death. I will say the only minor gripe that I can even come to bring about this match is I could probably do without the stipulation.
Okay.
Only because it feels like it's a trope of these Hangman feuds where it's like they do a normal match and then we go to Texas Death.
Mm-hmm.
And admittedly, but I will say this match probably deserves the stip more than the Adam Cole match did, and more than this is the type of match I feel like you saved that for because you did the whole breaking in the house angle, and It sucks that it's kind of been dampered because they wore it out with him. You know, he did Archer, he did. Now the Moxley match deserved the stip for sure, but like the Archer match and the Cole match, like Hanger's done this with about everybody he's feuded with, and you know.
Well, you could say that. Then you could also be like, you know, The Undertaker did a casket match with like everyone he feuded with.
He did.
You know.
But then again, why is Hanger's match the Texas Death?
Because he's the cowboy.
Because he's the cowboy. Okay.
Even though he's not from Texas, but
that's what I was just like, whoa. Why can't it be the Virginia street fight?
We got too many. We do a street fight for every city we're in, buddy.
What about Appalachian Death?
And then do the Texas Death I Am riff. Yo, if they could get Texas Death by I Am as the like theme for Texas Death matches.
Somebody needs to wake it up, buddy. Who would be able to put that word in?
Colin.
Brody
no, I mean
Colin.
Yeah, Colin, right? Colin or Brody.
That's what needs to happen. Hanger's out here talking about weed on television.
Let's
get real woke, buddy.
That was incredible.
So still talking. Sorry.
So my gripe with this is I think we kind of did Hanger dirty in this feud.
Did we?
Yeah, because so you do the home invasion, and then
hearing that in those terms is still so wrestling crazy to me.
Which let's break that down just real quick. So were we supposed to assume that home invasion was taking place during that Dynamite, and Hangman's not home, but his baby's home, and I guess his wife is home, but Swerve and Nana were able to sneak into the house and into the kids' room Like what? Okay, and then Hangman doesn't get anything on Swerve until this week. Like that was what, like 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, why wouldn't Hangman like be on Dynamite being like, give me Swerve, you know? Like I don't
What did
know.
they do last week that to space it out? He just didn't come on there.
What the fuck
He
did
had a trios fucking title match, didn't he?
was that last week?
They had so you mean to tell me they booked a home invasion and Hangman wanted to defend a defunct promotion's Ring of Honor trios titles instead of fucking go after Mr. Strickland?
Yeah, buddy, of course.
Uh,
We're booking.
maybe we just find something wrong with everything.
No,
Oh,
I don't.
Lord Jesus.
I don't think it's like wrong of us to want things to be logical. You
Yeah,
know, when that's what this company was giving us.
it was.
And
Yeah.
it,
So
and
who
it
wins?
really, it's got to be Hangman, right? Like,
Gotta be.
has he lost at Texas Death?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, Hangman wins. And do we get? I'm gonna save my thoughts. Everything ties into something I'm thinking about for later. Do
Okay.
you have any thoughts on after this, what this outcome is going to mean or anything?
I mean, I would hope we get Hangman fired up to go after the belt again. That'd be nice.
That's what I'm hoping too. But I think Hanger's going to have some competition going after the belt, and who he's going to be going after.
Okay.
It's going to be twisty. Next, we have one hell of a tag team contest. The Golden Jets versus the Young Bucks, because there ain't no other way they were getting on the card, according to Nick. Poor bastards. Y'all were on Full Gear last year having a damn Falls Count Anywhere match that was a strong 2 3/4. I'm sorry.
Do you think
Here
you're
we
able
are.
to do you think you're able to explain to me how we got to this match?
No. I didn't see the Bucks turn heel, but I'm gonna say this. The Bucks, Penta, and Commander had the most. I haven't enjoyed the Bucks about a Bucks match as much as I enjoyed that. And I ain't sitting here saying it was a fucking unbelievable match, but it was banged. I liked it because it was different. I enjoy the Bucks heel. It's a good change, and I enjoyed this match. I can't remember. I don't know if I can tell you the last Young Bucks match that I was actively like invested in and liked as much as I did that one. Now that it doesn't mean that I think this damn Kenny Jericho Bucks thing's going to be anything more than, I don't know. I just think all those guys want to work together. And
Well,
like,
if
so when I
it,
watch this, I don't know. I can't get invested in either side because I'm like, these guys are buddies. Like, they founded this whole company and they just want to throw different dynamics at us and like tell their little story. It's the same problem I have with a lot of the elite shit is it's so clearly them putting a vision out for their big old fucking storybook thing of their whole saga with each other, So I don't know.
well, also like if
What
they're
were you
if
gonna
they're
say?
gonna if they're gonna go in there and do a match where like Kenny is hesitant to like fight them, I don't want to fucking see that.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
And it kind of feels like that's where this is at. Like I know they did that
Listen,
little like pull apart thing, but still,
Revolution 2020 was fucking great.
that was Hangman and
And
the
Kenny and the
title.
Bucks, and that was that. The road to get Hangman to that world title and all the inner drama amongst himself, the road, the longevity of that story was fucking great. But now, since Full Gear 2020, think about it, 3 years. And these guys all still want to go back to the well of, oh my God, like the world knows. Like I don't see how they think anyone believes this shit. And that
Yeah,
it's
it's like
not.
good.
I just don't see how they can't sit here when they have these ideas think, no, like, we've overexposed this idea. We've done too much back and forth. The world knows we're all buddies that run this company and have been friends for years and travel the roads. We wrote a book about how close we are with all these people.
They just got back together too, like in
yes.
the kayfabe.
Yeah, like it has just been like, there's no way. All right, fine, right? Friends fighting is a relatable life story. But listen, dude, y'all told that story for years. I don't care. If I'm fighting with a friend that goddamn much in real life, we're probably not going to be friends 6 years later. Or two, I don't want to watch any sort of drama between the same friend group unfold for years on end. It's like, tell the story that there was an issue, resolve that issue. There's going to be some aftermath from that issue, maybe a flare up every now and again, but get them away from one another.
And Jericho's not the addition to make people give a shit about this either.
Hell no. Jericho's going to DDT to tap Takeshita out. And now he's going to come back here and work with his mentor.
I heard that match was pretty good.
Was it?
That's what I heard.
I heard they did an avalanche something. I saw a little gif, right?
I heard Jericho was working.
Oh, he put his boots on.
But I mean, this will be like 3 matches real quick for him.
Oh boy. That bullet hole in his chest gonna keep getting bigger.
I'm frying egg in there.
Buddy, it looks like this. Oh, it looks like that Waffle House over easy. But Jericho go over easy, buddy. Put him with a young gun.
Oh my god.
I gotta win 3 times, and then you don't care when you finally beat me, Takeshita.
Did we say that this match is for the Young Bucks' like number 1 contendership essentially?
Goodness gracious. Oh, buddy, are we gonna get FTR versus Kenny and Jericho?
Do you think so?
Aren't they the
well, hang on. Do you think no? They're not tag champs right now.
Who are?
Ricky Starks and fucking Big Bill. The riser
I kind of want
tag
the Bucks
team
versus
there.
them, honestly. The heel Bucks versus Starks and Bill.
I mean, that's if you think that they're leaving that match the champions. It's a fucking 4-way.
Oh, we got that later on. Well, let's jump on that. To be honest, like,
yeah, let's try to. So let's, yeah. Okay, so we got Ricky Starks and Big Bill, the champions, versus La Facción Ingobernable Rush.
Are they babyface now?
Tweener? I think they're tweeners.
So, in all honesty, I know what my scenario is, but we're finished reading down that match for the people.
Then you got FTR, and then Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King.
If I'm telling you what I want to see out of the outcomes of these matches, the pairing I want to see, Rush and Jalisco versus the Bucks.
That could be cool, especially if Rush just goes in there and kills them.
Kill them, chicken shit Jackson brothers. You get to let them get some lucha shit in with Jalisco and do their flippy shit. Rush comes in and shuts the fucking shit down, beats their fucking ass, and the Bucks weasel out and take the belts. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I love weasel Bucks. I don't like melodrama Bucks. Keep them away from Kenny. Keep away from all that. Let them have a heel run as the tag champs. But Rouge cool. Like, I just need them to get their ass beat in Blade. No packets like Kenneth. Like, I want to see them ran through like Jungle Boy was by Rouge. You know, because if you're going to have Rouge and Jalisco kind of be like a transitional thing, you know, they'll probably get a defense or 2 on TV before they actually face the Bucks. You know, build that match up, I feel like.
Yeah, they'd probably be at World's End on the 30th.
Dog, and you could build LFI good. If you develop a story out of this, even if they lose to the Bucks, build a fucking month-long story with them. Have them destroy those bastards, and the Bucks get the cheap win. And then you establish LFI. That's what I would want to see. So I'm going to predict it, even though I know damn well that ain't going to happen.
Okay, so based off your scenario, then let's go back to the tag match with Golden Jets and Young Bucks. So do you see that going as like Young Bucks, heel finish, they steal it.
I think it's gonna unfortunately have some drama with Kenny in it, and they
Okay.
kind of do a cheap victory. You know, whether it's Kenny's afraid to hit the damn one winged angel, or the Bucks like try to like talk with him for a minute, and then the other one gets Jericho wrapped up. You know what I mean? Some
Mhm.
sort of cheap victory dealing with Kenny. Yes.
But then I kind of wonder where Jericho and Kenny go from there.
So from there,
I guess like do they keep feuding with the Don Callis family? Because like on Dynamite, the person they beat in that match was Brian Cage, who wasn't really in the Don Callis family.
who all's in DCF? I don't know why I
Technically,
just
Takeshita, Hobbs, and
Kyle.
Fletcher. Yeah.
And when's Mark Davis back?
Phew, I don't know. He's probably. I don't think he would be. Oh, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess yeah, I could see that. That probably makes sense. Bucks win here. Kenny and Jericho, I guess, keep going at Dawn. And but
Because
then
I don't.
go ahead.
I don't know. Everything to me ties into something I'm going to predict for later.
Okay. As far as that tag match though, I kind of wonder. I do like your idea of Lefexion winning. Kind of feels like maybe we do Kings of the Black Throne though. But that's kind of a toss up. I don't know. I think that kind of works either way.
It would work.
Yeah.
So
But
is
I
that
do
your
think
pick?
yeah, just to be different, I'll say that.
Okay. But who wins the match? You think the Bucks win that other match?
Yeah, I think that probably makes sense. That probably makes the most sense.
Apparently Ronda Rousey's backstage.
Oh god fucking damn it. If she's that signee tomorrow, I need it to be Mercedes.
Me too.
Like
Ooh,
if it's
Yuta and Buddy tonight.
oh, that'd be good.
We're gonna bust.
I mean, like why? But that'd be good.
I need some cookout. Anyways. So you think Bucks win Jericho Omega?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right, that leaves one match before our main event, and that is Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. Chris Statlander.
Julia Hart.
I would fuck with that. What's your reasoning behind that?
Chris already beat her.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then Julia could pin Sky Blue, steal this shit. Or do you think Julia pins Chris?
Either way. Probably pins Sky. You protect Chris a little bit.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I
Yeah.
can fuck with that. I'm gonna stick with what I originally said because I blurted it out, but I like the Julia idea for sure.
Do you want to talk about the Red Velvet Sky Blue match?
I had it on and didn't watch.
Did you hear the "This is awesome" chant?
Oh, they were fucking with it. Was it
They
good?
they got into it, and so I was like kind of had it on in the background because I was watching it at work, and for that particular match I was having to do something. But I heard that and I was like, oh, hang on a second, I need to like pay attention. So I went back and I restarted it, and it's honestly nothing special. It they were trying. They were trying really hard. I like the way Red Velvet sells.
Mhm.
And I think, Sky is still pretty sloppy. Like the finish was like almost completely botched. That she needs to make that thing that's like essentially the Blade Runner, but no, what's it like a flatliner? That flatliner thing she
Mhm.
has, much better
Yeah.
finish than the the code blue that she's fucked up like 4 times now. But yeah, they got a this is awesome chant. And I guess like if anything, it was one of those matches where you're like, this looks like a struggle. You know, it did have like a little bit of grit.
I might need to watch it then, because that's one of those. That's the type of match I like.
Mm-hmm.
Like we
So, you know,
fighting for scraps. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's only got like a 2.5 on cage match, but
what are those dorks now anyway?
It was one of like
I'm an inmate.
It was like one of the only things that got this crowd like up for the night though.
Up. They just get never mind. They just like Sky Blue's ass, buddy. It's fucked. Shout out Zach.
Shout out Zach.
And the feet.
I don't want nothing to do with that. All right, and your main event.
Now.
Champion. Go ahead.
Now. I think me and you share similar opinions on this. I might have a little more harsh ones because I've been on the MJF hate train for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I still, fuck off anybody who says that I just want to bitch. And I've developed in my head, because I'm invested and I still want to support this company, I've developed in my head something that I think isn't just me trying to get the belt off MJF and him go nowhere. Just something that is I genuinely feel, obviously for my tastes, I would like it, but I genuinely feel like would be better for the product as a whole, because clearly things are not going well. We can barely get 4,000 people to sit down and watch this shit in an arena anymore.
Course correction.
And that course correction can come when CM Punk comes out from that devil mask. No, not anything that I think is going to happen.
Could you imagine
if the level of work Tony would have went to pull that off?
And that's what I'm saying, because that's what I don't think people get when they say shit like that. Like the amount of distrust Tony Khan would sow in that locker room with that one decision. Unless you say everyone's in on it, which no fucking way, because then Dax is gonna go run his mouth and tell everyone he knows about it. So, yeah, just for people who think that CM Punk could be under that devil mask. But go ahead, who's under it, baby?
I think Adam Cole is under it. I think Adam Cole is under it, and I think he's gonna have Roddy in the Kingdom at his side. Now,
has it been them the whole time?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's Adam Cole, Roddy, and the Kingdom. I don't want Roddy in that shit, but hell, the motherfucker, I can't get out the wheelchair right now, so I'm just going to let him be a part of it. Once again, I predict these things to try and course correct to something I would like more and that I genuinely think would be better. But I try to look at reality. And reality is that Roddy ain't leaving Adam Cole's side right now, even though I desperately want to. So Adam, Roddy, and the Kingdom, they're the devil and the motherfucking people that's attacking MJF. They screw him here. And Jay, this is what I want. And what I'm going to say is my prediction. And I want to shout out the guy I work with, Stefan. He probably is going to watch this later because he kind of put this idea in my head as well. Because I just was of the opinion MJF's going to win again. But you know what? No. Because here's what I've been thinking about. The fact that we have so many great protagonists right now in AEW, and I don't think MJF's enough of an antagonist right now to be putting them up against. When you have Hangman, who's about to get a big win, when you've got Orange Cassidy, who's probably going to level up, when you've got Eddie Kingston, who's been sowing some seeds for wanting to be in the real world champion, those are 3 insanely top baby faces, protagonists, people that you need to have a fucking weasel-ass heel champion to chase, and no better than Jay White, in my opinion. You get to take that MJF Adam Cole shit out of the fucking main event, but they can still have their story. You get the belt off MJF in a way that don't hurt him, and it prolongs. That's the thing, because clearly their priority ain't even the belt. It's the shit with Adam Cole. You know what I mean? So that's the priority. You shift it over there. Jay White, You know, and I'm not ever been a fucking massive Jay White guy. I like him fine, but I love a good weasel ass world champion, and he does his job well. And thinking about a hanger Jay White, an OC after Jay White, and Eddie Kingston after Jay White. I don't know which one of them would dethrone him or what. A Danielson Jay White match, a Mox Jay White. You know, man, just and him being the weasel to all these guys who are beloved. I think it would be fucking sick, and it gets that other shit over to the side for a little bit. So that's my big drawn out prediction.
I kind of think that they'll do something. They'll do something similar to that, but probably have MJF still win, because it in my head, if Cole is the devil, and Roddy and the Kingdom are with him, which is what it seemed like from the very beginning, and I feel like they've kind of done things to throw you off, but that makes the most sense. It would, in my head, make sense that it would be Cole's long con for this to be for the title. Like he wants to take the title personally from MJF, especially after like losing to him. And then, but I agree with you where it's like clearly they don't care about the title because of that match. They're throwing the belt at each other, like just take it, So,
Like this shit is about their little friendship. So get
Yeah.
the world title off of both the fucks. And I mean, who wins that feud? You know what I mean? I guess MJF inevitably wins it.
The 3,000
don't
people
know.
that show up to the Dynamites. That's who. That's who wins.
3K strong stallion. So do you think Jay White wins the belt in some form or fashion?
Oh man. I'm gonna say no. I want him to, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm a downer.
You're not a downer. I'm glad we are opposing. It gives whoever looks at this something to sink their teeth into because we have different ideas. But I want it so bad. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Because I don't feel like we got an AEW world champion right now. You know what I mean? I feel like we got somebody holding the belt and he's having all this friend drama and he can cut a hell of a promo. You know what I mean? It's like, but that ain't the locker room leader. That ain't the fucking ace. That's not the dude having the best, performances. He ain't. Nobody fears MJF. I mean, it's a fucking shtick and it's over. I'm over it.
So, all right, but what if the devil is MJF? Because that's what Jay White said, and that's what a couple other people I think have said. But Jay White has been pretty consistent that MJF is the devil, because in his promo at the end of Dynamite, he was like, I mean, you've told us yourself, you are the devil. And then if we want to, throw in the CM Punk line, greatest trick the devil ever pulled, convincing the world it didn't exist.
Yeah.
So,
I'll say this, man. You know what would be fucking awesome?
What's that?
If the devil was CM Punk. And
I think it would be sick. At this point, I think that would be sick.
Like, and he comes up and I would say still he screws MJF out of that shit. Well, I don't know though. Maybe keep the belt on him at that point and have Punk take it. But no, I really think. You know what? I really think if that's what it somehow was, I think you still have Jay White win, and then have Punk and Jay White would be good. Because that's kind of, weren't they at odds a little bit on fucking Collision before he left anyway?
Yeah,
weren't they
it
on
was supposed
tags and shit?
Yeah, that was like his guy who he wanted to work with.
Buddy,
it would be cool. But see,
here's that Tony's big signing.
Oh my god!
Signing CM Punk.
But it supposedly is somebody we all respect. I don't know about that.
I don't know who respects him at this point.
Here's my
He
one
respects himself.
issue. My one issue with the Devil. They
Ooh.
attack the Devil's goons attacked Bullet Club Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's like the one inconsistent attack with the Devil. Like it was, the Acclaimed, really just the Acclaimed, right? Like what else has the Devil done besides attack Bullet Club Gold and attack the Acclaimed? I don't know. It's just so weird.
Yo, a quick addition here. The 4-way tag at Full Gear is now a ladder match.
Oh my god.
So we got FTR, the
Oh
traditionalists. We got Big Bill and Richard Starks, who aren't like spotties. And then you got Roosh and Dralistico, who cover do some cool shit with a ladder. But then you're like, what is this and why?
I'm scared for Ricky.
And meanwhile, we got a 4-way on here where the winner faces Christian at Rampage.
Tonight?
And they're busting. Yeah. We got Right Wing Trent. We got Penta, who fueled up and drank an energy drink or did a blow before his match the other night and actually pulled something out of his ass.
Yo, that he's been hitting this move. I posted a gif of it when he first hit it, but he hit it in that match last night too. It's some sort of like Death Valley driver into a power slam. That move looks nuts when he hits it. I love that big boy shit.
Oh, yeah, Trent just hit the half and half. Dax Harwood and Roosh later tonight. It'd be better if it was Cash, but I'll watch. Dog, Cash out there pulling the gun out and Roosh fucking bull rushing his ass. Dude, that's the money match. Dude, fucking put that on the card. Cancel the ladder match. I don't give a fuck about the straps. I want to see these boys work it out.
In a gun versus green Mike Cables match.
Have Arn Anderson up top of the ladder. Pull his ass down and give the glove.
Arn in a shark cage.
Oh my god! Did you see that?
I'm not. Nah, my stream cut off.
Brian Cage and these fucking suplexes. He just did that suplex off the second middle rope on Penta onto the other guys in the match on the floor.
Oh, let's go! Yo, him doing that to Kenny through the tables on Wednesday. Holy shit! There were so many spots in that street fight that like a Dragon Gaiden street fight. Ibushi on the bike.
That made me forgive how bad he's been looking.
Also, I like how they kind of sneak announced he was All Elite.
Out of all times.
And I heard supposedly he's been signed since like July or something.
He needs to get in that gym.
And he looked better than when he came for was that Blood and Guts?
God damn, he was washed up.
That was tough.
But he's been through the ringer. I mean,
yeah, he actually hit that. They do that golden triangle spot or whatever. Him and Kenny. And he actually didn't fuck it up this time.
But who was out of place?
Well, no, I was saying
he was out of place.
He kind of like hesitated, but I don't think anyone was out of place. But I
thought Brian Cage wasn't on the right side of the ring or something because they stood there and I saw somebody circle around to their spot.
Oh, I didn't even recognize that. I was more focused on Ibushi making sure he got up to the rope this time.
Like when they were setting up for it, they were looking at one another and they kept looking around, and then I saw Brian Cage walk around hard cam. By the way, as of an hour ago, we're at 4,749 tickets distributed tonight. The upper decks have been curtained off. And as expected, anyone who purchased seats will be relocated to the lower bowl. In the words of WrestleTix, sections 132 plus 135 are my biggest question mark.
I heard.
Buddy, this arena is huge, and they're in the lower bowl only. This is a big ass arena Tony's renting out. Why are both of our cameras fucked right now?
Yeah, I leaned in too close.
Like, dog, y'all are pathetic at this rate, and I'm sitting here we're talking about it.
I mean, you would
Anyways,
hope that these things, plus like, I mean, I don't think the ratings have been super good. I'm pretty sure when there was a week pretty recently where NXT beat them in the demo. Like I would hope all these things would lead Tony to say it is time to change this title. You know,
right?
like this MJF shit is not working. These crowds that we're attracting are not like the same crowds that used to come to AEW shows. Everyone pops for the entrances and then doesn't really get up for the matches, and they want to do sing-alongs and all that shit.
I love looking at you, Blur.
Taking a picture of me right now in my vulnerable state.
Like, I feel like it's one of those things like where people are doing something wrong on the
Yeah,
camera,
yeah.
so they're like blurring themselves out.
Yeah, and then I went to the guy and I said, give me the shit.
There. Oh no, I thought it was.
Nah, it's just my hand. It'll focus up here. Focus back here. Focus back here. That's just fucked. I don't know.
Well,
any more thoughts? I'm excited for the show. I think the show will be good.
I think so.
Yeah. Fuck MJF. He's a hokey bastard. That promo he cut. God. That's kind of another thing. Okay. So the MJF character, I really feel like the turn that kind of materialized, there was never like a hard turn for MJF. It was pretty gradual. He was over as a heel and then just decided he was going to be basically now it's just a white meat baby face. Like like his promo last night, he was talking about how he's afraid and how he's afraid of like all the challengers coming for him, but most of all he's afraid of not letting the fans down. And it's like, what are we doing with this character? I just don't really feel like, I don't feel like it's earned. It's not what I want to see MJF doing. I don't think he excels with like this goofy shit. He excels when he's like running down baby faces in these scathing promos, and making it a little too real. Not when he's like, oh, I hope my friends like me or whatever. I hope you guys like me.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, just beat somebody up and shut up. Or in your case, talk some shit and grab a hold.
Grab a hold is something. Can I talk about something kind of off topic really quick?
Always.
So someone posted some pictures from the show we played in Augusta, and they wrote a little piece describing the set. And there's also a good picture of you getting the mic. But in this thing, it says members, and I know they're only talking about me because I'm the only member of the band that moshed. Members of Bathsheba would later be seen amongst the fray for other bands, crowd killing as God intended. Here it comes. Soon technical difficulties would plague the band, and they would have to end their set quickly and sooner than expected. Whether it be by the music they played for us or the bruises they left on us, Bathsheba certainly left an impression, and we showed love accordingly. That is insane to read.
That's awesome.
They would soon be seen amongst the fray as God intended.
Oh, buddy, we were in the fucking fray.
That's an dude. This dude, I love this. Whoever posted that is everything. Now this 4-way match, I'm gonna have to go back and watch when we get off stream because it's fucking looking sick, dog.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I don't want to draw this out with just us talking like we're not live. Any final thoughts you have besides what you were just talking about?
No, I don't think so.
We'll do
I think that's
something. I feel like the next time everybody will see us when we do a year-end thing. We're still figuring out what exactly we want to do for that and how we want to do it. We might have to make it a 2-part extravaganza, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
I want us to get it right. Hopefully that can. I just love that you're still blurry. Trent.
Let's go.
Out of everyone in that fucking match.
Yeah, I heard he bled a gusher against Shingo on that Lone Star show.
Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I need to get that on. I need to download that. Fuck. Damn. All right, well, everybody, thank you for watching. We will be back again before the year is over.
And if you're in the Greenville area on 11/27, you can come see Dry Rot play at Paper Moon Studios. We are both in that, man, buddy. Maybe you'll get Ethan Fist to your fucking face.
Yeah, you can feel it, buddy. I'll put the hammer on.
Let him meet.
And hey, if you're near a computer, next Wednesday, the Halloween Havoc documentary is dropping.
Oh, let's go.
There's a lot of good Dry Rot footage in there. And I didn't realize you said at the end of that, is this what you said? Stick around for Ethan ass whoopings every other band. Is that what you said?
Probably.
It was something like that. And I was like, oh my God. Because I took my shirt off. It was a mess.
Oh, we were both shirtless.
Dude, I should have took it off before I started because that would have been even better. But the shirt comes off. Powerhouse Hobbs has his shirt off, and holy shit.
What a unit.
That's a unit. All right, everybody. Follow us on Twitter. We got our ats right here for you. Pro Wrestling Truth, Ethan Baker, Dry Rot, For the Freaks, all the stuff I just plugged. See y'all again soon. Thanks for sitting here with us.
Guns up.
Pa, pa, pa.